What's up, everybody? It is Courtney Hicks, and I am so happy to see you guys. It's another video. Of course, it's about locks because that seems to be what you all are enjoying. So I would just like to say thank you guys for all the support. To any new subbies, welcome to the cousinhood. We're gonna get right into it, but before, make sure that you go ahead and like, subscribe, and turn on your post notifications because I've been doing a pretty dang good job of getting content out to you guys. I'm proud of myself because I used to go months at a time without putting out content, but every 2 weeks, sometimes every week, I've been having a video. So y'all should feel very blessed. Okay. Well, now that we've gotten all that protocol has already been established, we're gonna get into the video. So I am 7 months into my lock journey, and I am overjoyed, overwhelmed, excited, ecstatic, just truly amazed with my hair. When I first started my journey, I started with 2-strand twists. They were kind of really thin. They weren't necessarily as fluffy as I thought they were going to be. I was really nervous because I didn't want thick locks. I was like, oh my gosh, are they not going to be as full as I wanted them to be? But now, 7 months down the line, like, baby, my locks look amazing. Hallelujah. Lift your hands and worship because my locks look good. I'm gonna turn around, give you guys a 360, but baby, my locks look great. So now that I've been locked for over half a year, a lot of things have changed in my routine. A lot of things have changed in my frequency of my retwisting, even down to the products that I use. So this video is basically going to tell you guys what has changed in my lock journey and how I've been adapting to my hair now, really loving being locked, and it's actually doing its own thing, which I love also. So first things first, products that I use for retwisting and how often I retwist now. When I first did start my journey, because my hair is so soft, because it's so fine, I would have to retwist a little bit more often than others. So I'll be very jealous of the girls who be able to use, you know, rose water and shea butter and retwist their hair and it lasts 6 to 8 weeks. That was not me. I needed a gel, and also I have to retwist my hair for the first like 4 to 5 months every 2 to 3 weeks. I know a lot of people are gonna be like, oh my gosh, it's gonna make your hair fall out. No, actually that's kind of the methodology a lot of locticians that I've seen use for textures like mine, to get my hair in the mannerism of actually staying retwisted, not unraveling that fast, and also just getting it really locked in a very fast time period. So every 2-3 weeks, mainly leaning towards 3, I would retwist my hair. And a product that I still use is I use the Supergirl hair gel. If you're on Instagram and you're like me and you follow a lot of locked pages, you'll see that Afro Latin Locks really does sell this. They also sell Near the loc'd products, but thankfully, if you are in Charleston, Gullah Roots sells this, but Gullah Roots sells it for like $14. But I just found out that my homegirl at Palms International, that's off of Rivers Ave, she sells these and they're $10 a jar. So this is the closest to the price that it is online, because online you can get that huge tub for like $15, $20. But I'm not mad at this for $10 from Palms International. So I love this because it doesn't leave any buildup, it doesn't leave any flake, and it actually really does hold my retwist for a pretty long time. So that's the main thing I want. I like my hair looking neat. Don't get me wrong, I love the frizz. I love my little hair to look a little like it has a wear and tear throughout the day, but I still want to see my parts. I still want it to look really nice and uniform. So the Super Grow hair gel does give me that, which I really do enjoy. I do have curly ends. So one of the most difficult things about having locks with curly ends is it's still a lot of maintenance. So when you go locked, everybody's talking about, you're not gonna do your hair no more, you're gonna save so much money.
It was all a lie. Guys, it was all a lie. She lied.
They be lying, because if you don't do self retwists like I do, you be paying around $60, $85, $100 if you want a certain type of style, if you want to get a detox. And then on top of that, let's say you want to put some shells and stuff in there. And then when you have curly ends, you have to take care of your curly ends just as you would your natural curls. So I do like that it's able to showcase my texture. That's one reason I did want to have it, because I wanted to have the best of both worlds. I wanted to have locks and curls.
I got waves and curls.
So each week I go in, usually on a Sunday. I spray my ends with some of my rose water. If you haven't watched my video, I will attach it right there. I spray my ends with the rose water. I get that in there good. I take a fine tooth comb and I apply a little bit of a styling product or like a curling gel. So I use this, my Oat Reliable, my Eco Styler black castor and flaxseed oil gel. I was using this when I was a free natural, and it was my go-to thing for washing goes and slick backs. So I know if I do want to get really great curl definition to last me throughout the week, that I want to continue using a really good holding product. So I spray my hair down with the rose water. I add a little bit of this to the hair. Let me get a really good one. And then I go with my fine tooth comb. I comb through, and then I rotate it around, and it leaves that cute little curl for the rest of the week. You want to make sure that you're doing that only once a week, just because you don't want to constantly be combing up the shaft of your hair. You want to make sure that what's locked stays locked, but you want to make sure that you are getting some really good definition with your curly ends. On my edges, I don't really do too much on my edges, but I do like them to lay very nicely. Get into that. It looks great. So the products that I use to keep my edges together is the Bar America Maximum Hold Edge Tamer. This was the same one I reviewed a while back. They have new packaging. Sarah sent me this. This is literally fresh out the press. She just sent me this today. But it's amazing. It's made by a 24-year-old black woman, Sarah, who is in New York. So let's support small businesses, especially throughout quarantine, COVID-19. But make sure we continue that support even when stuff gets back to normal. I love this because it isn't flaky. It doesn't leave any buildup, any residue. And literally, this will last me probably until tomorrow. Like, I don't have to do anything. And I work out and everything. And I won't have to touch anything with my edges, because it's just that great. When it says the Manager Edge Tamer, it really does manage that edge. It really does. So a few things that I've noticed differently with my hair and scalp, the more I mature, is that I am now able to wash my hair and not have an afro. I said that in my last video, and I don't think y'all really understood how much that meant to me. Like, when you see your hair doing these little progressive things, it's just crazy. Like, I am now seeing my hair begin to fall, so it's not necessarily as short as it once was. I'm starting to finally get length, so you look at that hanging on my shoulder. But with my scalp, I've noticed that now I'm beginning to get a little bit of dryness on my scalp. I don't know if it's seborrheic dermatitis. I'm not going to diagnose myself with anything, especially with me not being a dermatologist. I am a cosmetologist, but I'm not going to go ahead and like diagnose myself with something and I'm unsure of what it is. However, my scalp has been getting very, very dry, especially like over here. I don't know if y'all could see, but I have been getting such dry scalp until it's been scabbing up and actually flaking out, and like it hurts. So one thing I have to do more is I oil my scalp maybe 2 times a day. When I wake up in the morning, I put oil on my scalp. When I go to bed, I put more oil on my scalp. And it has been calming down the dryness in my scalp has been feeling a lot better. But it's just like sometimes like, am I putting too much oil in my hair? Is that going to do something? But I make sure that I have been using a very light oil. So one of the things that I picked up as soon as outside opened up, I went to TJ Maxx and I found this Jane Carter Solution Shine On Curly Elixir. And what I really like is that it's very light. So I'm just gonna spray it so y'all can see how light it is. Like, it's not a really thick oil. It's very light. It has the consistency of like vitamin E oil. So if you like vitamin E, it's like that. So I'm able to spray it on my scalp every day and not worry about being really greasy or like gunky, or like worry about having something roll down my neck. I just know that it's going to do what it needs to do. It's going to refresh my hair, give it a great shine, and I can go out throughout my day without it being very dry. I do experience I have been experiencing a lot of growth at the 7-month mark. I don't know if it's because my hair, I think it's officially completely locked. So I think that instead of it getting smaller, it's finally beginning to fall. I don't know if it's that, or it's also because I've been making a lot of lifestyle changes. So I have been vegan for almost 2 months. And that changes a lot of my water intake. That changes a lot that I eat. So I don't know if my scalp may be getting dry because it's changing in my diet, or my hair may be growing because of the change in my diet. I don't know. Who knows? The only person that may know is the Lord. But that has been having a pretty good effect. My diet and me drinking a lot more water, I believe, is the reason why I have been seeing kind of like some crazy growth in this last month. And with me keeping up my hair color has been fading. It's not as bright as it used to be. However, that's something I know will happen with me using a semi-permanent dye. So I am going to recolor my hair probably in the next month, but I'm not going to redo my roots. Why I have not redone my roots is because I've kind of been using this as an indicator of how much my hair has been growing throughout the process. So when I first began, I've had maybe ½ an inch of new growth, and now it's around 3-4 inches of black new growth that I have in my locks. So whenever you feel as though your hair is not growing, reflect the pictures, use different things on your hair as indicators of your growth, because it can get kind of discouraging in that first year because your hair is going through so many changes. It's like your eyes can't keep up. But make sure that you are documenting that in the pictures. So 7 months in the game, I love it. I really thought that I would have combed out by now. So I'm really happy that I have stuck with my lock journey. And I'm so glad that you all have been enjoying the lock content. So that's pretty much the end of this update. I didn't want it to be too long, but I did want to kind of hop in front of the camera and let you all know what is new and popping with your girl. You feel me? So thank you once again for tuning in to this episode of Courtney Hicks TV. I don't know why I'm saying this. I sound like Chelsea. I think it's time for me to stop recording. But thank you guys. I appreciate y'all for watching. If you have any questions, please ask them in the comment section. I'm really active on responding to you all. And if you aren't already following me on Instagram, make sure you're checking me out at Courtney_HI. Y'all take care.